I'm just giving up on the starting screen. I'm I'm tired. If, I don't even know.
Sorry about that text you got, I didn't ever mean to send it. So you got me in my feelings, also fuck autocorrect. And I've been doing fine, except the stabbing pain up in my chest. And I'm stuttering.
Are we at least like somewhat okay? I don't even know. I think we're gonna get lag spikes, but are we good, guys? Are we good? Are we good enough at least? I don't know. Wait, let me switch this first. Hold on. Because I feel like that's where the biggest lag spike would be, but you know what? We're just gonna deal with it for the time being. If I could see the fucking... Oh. The lag spike. Oh, the delay is so big. It was not all good. It was not all good. I don't know why it keeps spiking. Does it only spike on the starting screen? No, it's spiking now. What is happening? I don't understand. Please, can my CPU just chill? Are we back for real? I don't know. I don't know anymore. It's like if it goes past like a certain amount, my CPU's just immediately like, you're doing too much. It went from like, what the fuck? I'm not even doing anything. It spiked from 26 to 35. You're just casually talking while you were dying. Yeah, so I saw. Wow. I'm dying so amazing, it's exploding the stream. I don't know what's happening. Are you done now? No. Cool. I don't know, man. Are we good enough? Is it good enough? Hold on. This seems better now, but the delay is huge. We held your funeral. Thank you for all of your eulogies. It seems like it's okay for now. I don't know. Hi, welcome in. I'm... Okay, we can't blame Zeus for the save after the musical playing. You know what? You know what? We're gonna deal with it. We're not gonna... Fucking CPU spiking randomly. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna deal with the lag. It's fine. We're just gonna deal with it. We cope. And the delay on chat is crazy. I can't do anything about that. I am getting all your messages in real time, but you're not seeing me in real time. And you know what? I can't do anything about the delay, so it's fine. Why is it only like 8 here? When I was on Twitch, everything was fine. It's a sign I need to go back to Twitch. Oh my god. Oh, we just got here what's happening. So many problems. Hi everyone. We're just gonna deal with the lag for now. This was supposed to be a short stream. Now I just spent like a whole hour just fucking around. It's fine, we're just gonna go with it. Hi, so I was drawing while I was waiting for my computer to fucking not blow up. We're coping here. We're just gonna deal with the delay and cope. How's everyone doing? I'm coping. I just wanted to talk about some silly boys, and this is what I get. We'll also deal with it. You know what? We cope. Let's talk about Daydream. Yes, let's talk about Daydream, everyone, because that's the only thing I can really do. Everywhere, this is fine. That's how it feels. 40 minutes, but close enough. Yeah. Silly solar suns. Yes, tell me about your solars and your suns. This is an excuse. This is just an excuse. Get out your AU books, kids. We're talking about solar sun. You know, the dead one. They look so scared. They didn't want us to talk about the sillies. No, YouTube hates us. Why does it look scared? Cause solars. How do I talk about this AU without spoiling anything? Just like solar sun, dead. How do I talk about this AU without spoiling anything? It's hard. Because there's a reason Solar doesn't show up in any of the comics I've drawn. Honestly, I didn't even want to reveal him in any outside media either. I'm getting interested on Daydream because of you and Sock. No, Sock's AU is so cute. I love it. I want to see more of the dynamic between Daydream and Nexus. I feel like Daydream, out of all the suns, Daydream could fix him. Yeah, we're calling him Daydream. We're not calling. I know a couple of people like have different names for him. We're calling him Daydream. Except this one. This one specifically that I'm drawing over here is called Sunspot, but for the sake of conversation, Daydream. Solar Sun is called Daydream, just for sake of conversation. Interesting. Again, this one's hard to talk about because I don't want to say anything about why Solar is the way he is here. Because that also means I have to talk about Moon in this AU, and I don't want to. The only thing I can really talk about is that his name is Moondust. I have mentioned a bit about this AU and like what happened to his moon, but we don't need to discuss that. Just his name is Moondust. Daydream, you silly boy. He's a little guy. That's his little brother now. Daydream would definitely adopt Eclipse. Yeah, that's yeah, technically he's done that. Well, Daydream, well, I didn't realize there were other names. Yeah. You specifically got me to shipping Nova Frost. You're welcome. As if I was the catalyst. I was not. I feel like Davis and Reed prompted that already for everyone else. I just help push people, I guess. I don't know. In fact, I was not listening to this playlist while I was drawing. Moondust, that's a silly name. There's a reason why he's called Moondust. It's not because it sounds pretty. There's a reason why he's called Moondust. Hello, welcome in. I'm crying a little bit over my CPU right now. I'm gonna talk about Moondust quoted in Kanto. It's hard to talk about Sunspot without spoiling things for what I want to do. Because Sunspot, I will be opening up Ask for him again eventually, but not right now. How do you react to the Blood Moon twins? Sunspot? Or Daydream? one of the Belle was just one of the dominoes when it came to Noah Frost. I was just part of the problem. I'm part of the problem. The solution is shipping them. Oh dear, Ink's name makes sense. Yeah. One of my AU Sun and Moons that are called Sunburst and Moonburst, so my friends drew my character as a star. My character star is Sunburst. Aw. You have good song taste. I've been loving the songs. The playlist is actually linked in the description of this stream. Feel free to go ahead and grab that if you would like to listen to these musics on your own time, because I actually do listen to these off stream. They may be DMCA free, but that doesn't make them any less good songs. Well, most of them are DMCA free. Not all of them. I know. Daydream, yes, Daydream. In case y'all are wondering, this is solar. This is an eclipse. Or I mean, well, he's called Eclipse, but he's solar. Well, I can tell when it's Miko singing. He has a very, like, specific voice. Like Blood Moon Twins. I don't know. They're not in this AU. They don't exist in this AU. They don't exist in my brain. I don't ever consider them existing. Because I don't like Blood Moon. Hi, reminder, I don't like Blood Moon. I always want to draw characters choking each other out to show, like, fear, but I really shouldn't. My Tumblr hates that I started following you and has to be refreshed a million times to show you. Just turn on my notifications. Designs are so yummy. Thank you. I love drawing them. I'm trying not to make this look shipping, because it's not. But my urges are just like, I want him to be touching face because that's how creepy. That's how creepy and uncomfortable. But everyone's gonna be like, oh, you're shipping them. No, fucking God. Hi, Ray. We're gonna cope with any lag that happens, honestly. I've given up. I just want to draw my sillies. You made that clear last time. Everybody's just gonna make assumptions at this point, so I don't really care. You know, fuck it. Everybody make their assumptions. I don't give a shit. Does Daydream react to killing Solar? Well, in this AU, he doesn't, so... I need a preference. This one right here is Sunspot, which is an entirely different canon. The one who's closer to the canon would be Daydream of the other AU. My son, which is so scared. This is Sunspot. Oh my gosh, I have to provide context for this AU and everybody's gonna keep asking when they come in. You know what? No, I'm gonna leave you all in the dark. You make your own guesses. Make your guesses as to why this is happening. It's not a shipping thing. Go ahead, guess. I won't be a bitch. You can. I'm just saying that, like, I'm gonna get people complaining, like, I'm gonna get people complaining either way. I'm not trying to portray them in a shipping way, but if people want to ship them, I don't really give a shit. But you know there's gonna be people in the community be like, but you're supposed to be brothers. Well, look, I can't control what people do on the internet, okay? I can set boundaries, or I can just put out ideas. Whatever people do with them is what is their own free will. I'm not your fucking mom. Can't two people hug each other without being shipped together? The fandom? No, the gay. Again, I really don't care. Solar killed someone. No. I mean, someone's dead, but like, eh. Listen, when we get to it, we get to it. Until then, it's not important. I want people to be able to see how I work this, and then I go about it. That's why I want to do the ask. It won't, I swear. It doesn't matter to me. Literally, just ship them, don't ship them. I don't really give a shit. I'm just saying, I don't want people complaining. That's always my pet peeve. It's just like, look, just do whatever you want. I'm really not gonna stop you. This always giving me I can take this suffering from you vibes. Yeah, I actually... Here's Solar's full design. He was never intended to actually be shown, like, ever. I was supposed to keep his design a secret. But I wasn't sure if I was actually going to continue this AU at all, so I kept it on the back burner and just was like, you know what, fuck it, let's just show everyone the design. It was never confirmed what Solar and Solar Sun relation was in canon. Yeah, but people are just gonna assume. That's why I'm saying, ship them, don't ship them, I do not care. I just don't need people getting mad at me and assuming shit of me. People fucking ship Sun and Moon for the DCA characters, and then Sam's fans will call incest even though it's literally not them. But I don't know. It depends on the side of the fandom you're talking to. For the most part, people I've seen will literally not care. Because they know the difference. Does something have to do with Daydream's eyes? Yeah. It does, actually. Well, in this case, Sunspot. Yeah, because none of you can see it in this image, but I can pull up its reference just for all of you to see. Where is he? For all of you who are curious, Sunspot over here has heterochromia. And there's a reason for that. Daydream meeting Sun. He's not going to do that. What's happening? I'm drawing AUs. There's a reason why he has heterochromia. I talked about it a bit in one of the other streams, but yeah. He has heterochromia for a reason. It's relevant to plot. It is also a, I think I can go to the comic here really quick if I can find it. Where is it? So one thing I like to do, I don't even know if people can see when I do it, is that when he talks to Solar, hey, point this out, hold on. I'm gonna point this out again. I love the Katniss homophobia in his eyes. This is him looking at the camera. This is him looking at Solar. This is him looking at Solar. And then camera. Solar. Camera. Moon's inside his head, right? No, Moon's not inside his head. Moon is not inside his head, no. They're not together. So that's cute, I'm gonna cry. He adores Solar, that's why. Yes, take that how as many ways any way you want, in all honesty. But it's just him. He would definitely look at Moon like that too. Like if Moon were to also be behind the camera. Just anyone he cares about, his eyes, the whites in his eyes will get bigger. Cause you know how it's like a thing where your pupils widen when you're looking at someone you love. Yeah, no, that's something I really like doing, is like putting the subtle details like that. I love the small things. Again, I don't care if people ship it, so take it whatever way you want. But for me, it's so whenever Sunspot looks at anyone he cares about, regardless of who it is, as long as he cares about them, the whites in his eyes will dilate. Thank you, that's the word. His eyes dilate, yeah. But the headcanon in general. Well, that's Sunspot's lore. Sunspot is AU that I'm doing. I'm gonna draw Daydream after, but I got inspo from a different song. I was gonna use the song for Eclipse, but then I was just like, you know what? He fits the aesthetic for it. Small details you give your characters is awesome. Oh, I can actually show you the sheet I did for Daydream actually. So, because I did very subtle details with him, like extremely subtle, like almost unnoticeable subtle. I'll consume to the others. I consume your soul to solar. I'm BB. I love you. Daydream is solar sun in general. Sunspot is a specific AU. Yeah. The reason is to take all the details as someone can. I want to give Sunspot as many hugs. He's so cute. He is, like, he's very friendly to people also. Like, not just kids. He adores kids, but he's friendly to just generally anyone. Solar is slightly taller, which is really bad at depicting this because arms. I need to have Sunspot's rep. Hold on. Oh, you get Daydream small details too? Yeah, not as much in comparison. Because they're not as story relevant, they're more like character relevant. I can show the... I'll show it when I reach him, but yeah. Because one thing I know I saw a lot when it came to the video I made, a lot of people were just very much taking Daydream as a ooh baby, and that's not how I want to depict him. But that's okay. I don't have too much information out about him, so if people do depict him that way, it's like, it's fine. Same goes for Sunspot. If people depict him as ooh baby, then nah. I don't have enough information out about him for me to tell people otherwise. I think I'm doing this as if it's specific. Sunspot is way too adorable for his own good. Yeah, I forgot in my lore who's the one that gave Sunspot the new... I'm blanking on some of my lore, I'm sorry. Oh, I just woke up, it's 8:14 where I am eating breakfast. You should eat breakfast. Baby Solar? Hell no. Not here. I love when characters are shown to do something when someone they like are around, like when cat characters curl their tail around others. I find it so cute. Yeah. No, I love those too. From Daydream, he isn't that baby. He is not, but people can assume what they want. Again, free will. Plus, I don't have a lot of information out on him, so I don't really mind too much. I love his flower-like race. Thank you. That was actually inspired by another creator who I'm blanking on the name, but they're creating a DCA fan game. More than likely you've seen them. I just can't remember their name. It's like Aspen? I can't remember. Aspirin? I don't remember their username. I'm blanking on it, but you've seen their 3D models at least somewhere. Those 3D models, like, I fucking love the rays on those. Keep forgetting you have puppy sleeves. Yeah, it's fine. Let's fix it here. Yes, free will. We love free will. Because that will be the reason I piss off everybody in the fandom one day is because I have free will. Snowy? Is that their username? I don't know what their username is. They have 3. Aspera. Yes, that one. everybody knows who I'm talking about. Seeing them in time to scurry. Yeah, they should have their 3D models like just kind of in videos on their channel. Oh, I would like this one. It's a funky beat. Oh, damn. I wonder if whenever Sunspot gets embarrassed or scared, his rays close up around his... Yes. Yes, they do, actually. They also shrink the same way Suns normally does. That'd be cute and hilarious to see. Yeah. When I open up the ask again, then I will be incorporating more expressions and junk with them. Sunman Moon Fan. Oh my god, your username. I love your username. Is Absent back from the void? I don't know, but if they aren't, tell Nexus I said hi. He's not in the void, but in my heart he is. Can we see Solar's backstory a bit more from Sunspot's point of view? That's a weird one. I'm guessing you want to know more about like how he compares to Solar in exams. Had to do some errands in the void, but all is well now. I have an Eclipse as my profile. I have Eclipse OC my profile picture. And she isn't made from Kill Code of Moon, or Silver and Ruin are besties almost, but she hates Eclipse when he is rude and hates when other Eclipses start to fight. Huh. I heard the weather in the void is very good this year. So let me turn this up right now. Hello. Yeah. If we're talking about how the Solar compares to regular Solar, he did come from the Kill Code, but in a similar way, Sun was able to show him compassion and actually befriend him while he was in Sun's head. So when he came out, he was a lot more like he was a lot more attached to Sun. He still didn't like Moon, but he looked out. But he had that mutual of, we both care about Sun. We'll be civil at the very least. But Moon really did not fucking like Solar. Oh yeah, the Eclipse hating each other, yeah. I feel, no, that's just canon. That's literally canon. Fucking Eclipses hate each other. Specifically Solar and Eclipse hate each other a lot, but like, it seems to be a consistent thing that all Eclipses just kind of fucking hate each other. Hence, Eclipse Council that blew up in its own fucking face. If anything, I took that idea from the fucking, from fucking Eeps. Eats up every week. Actually, I should. There we go. He's so cool, Bill. I have a lot of thoughts in my brain that aren't consistent. That's why I would like to continue Sunspot's like Ask, just because he is a character I want to develop more, but he wasn't one that was supposed to be. He's the one that I wanted to develop more over time and like build more of a personality through Ask. I do have an idea of where the entire AU will go generally, but I don't. But specifics I wanted to leave to asking questions and figuring out more solidarity, I guess. If that's the correct word, I don't know. I don't necessarily rely on asking, not necessarily relying on questions. It's more just like having them to help me flesh it out. Need to draw the bow. Someone remind me. Where's he? Affection AU? Fuck that. So headcanon, all eclipses have certain protective nature to them. I ate that up. Yeah, like did we all see how Eclipsy and Solar react to each other first time meeting? Yeah, they all fucking hate each other. I wouldn't mind going to the void again either. I want to go fishing to see what I can catch this time. Yeah, no, eclipses all fucking hate each other. An animation off a song, David's Happy Place. Oh, you could just also become a volunteer for Mushroom Zone, because I think Mushroom is looking for volunteers. If you go to their channel, they're actually doing like a call out for like volunteers for their video. So if anyone wants to join that, I'm not gonna join that, but like everybody else can if they want. It's always so bad, I don't know how to flesh it out. Cries. Take your time on it. Sunspot is the name of your son? Well, it's the name of this one that I'm drawing here right now. I feel like if Charlie somehow get put into Sam's dimension. What do you wanna know something funny that I'm not even sure people remember? Charlie's from the Sam's dimension. She's not from Eeps. She's from the Sam's dimension originally. She died in Eeps, but she's from Sam's. What's her channel? Oh, what is their name? Dark Mushroom? Something like that? Can somebody link Dark Mushroom's channel? I'm pretty sure you can post links. Actually, no, you can't. Give me a second. I can post the link. It's Dark Mushroom. You know what? I don't. Just search for it. Never mind. That's more work for me. But yeah, just join their Discord. They're looking for volunteers to work on that Sam animations cover that Davis did. I remember she's from Sam's. No, it's for the person from earlier who was talking about Charlie. But yeah, she would probably not like that the two who started this in January. Ooh, that's a lot of lore. It's a lot of lore. I've returned. Hi, Pavetta. I'm just kind of coping right now if there's any lag. I don't know what to do with his other hand, because it's just there in the void. Hacker voice, I'm in.
Last night, bet you felt a little distant. Cause I'm the one fucking up the friendship. Could you come over and bring me to my senses? Since then, don't wanna get complicated.
Yes, Sam, join us in the void. It's not really lag anymore, it seems. Don't jinx it. Party in the void. Party in the void. Also doing this to me with that gas mask solar, goddamn. I like him a lot. He's cool. I'm surprised more people didn't think of the gas mask, in all honesty. I figured it would be like a popular thing for him, but I guess the goggles, like, I guess the goggles took a priority in comparison. So, makes sense. But more people would have done a gas mask, but that's just me. I already had cookies in the... Everybody's going into the void. Banish you all to the Shadow Realm. Do I want to talk about this one? Welcome to the void with us after stream. No, I gotta work. I gotta work, so no. Thank you, though. Where the fuck is the void, anyway? Don't gasp at me, I don't know what the void is. Void is love, void is life. Oh my god. What is happening? Also provided me with some pizza and pancakes if we went. Oh my god. What brushes do you use? I'm currently using a jelly brush. Yeah, it's not. I buy brushes and I look for free ones online, so I don't know who this brush is specifically by. Yeah, here's those two, I guess. We're just gonna pretend his other arm is there somewhere. Anyway. Okay. I'm gonna draw the boy that everybody actually liked. Because of one fucking video. And I will do more of him. Where is he? There he is. Oh yeah, I said I would go over the... Okay, hold on. Why is Bane slowly so mean to Sunspot again? He's not. I just wanted him to look creepy in that. I just wanted him to look mean in that. Okay, hi everyone. I said I would go over this one. It was Daydream. So these were my first passes with him. I was trying to go for... I was originally trying to go for something kind of whimsical with the first pass, but it didn't really work out because I didn't like the outfit that I had used as reference. I still wanted to keep the star belts, and I will bring those back because I do like them. Second pass, I needed something a little more closer to Sun because I did want to make him closer to Canon. Not exactly, but I wanted to keep Daydream closer to Canon. And then this was closer to the final one. Again, I want to put the star belt back on. I think it's so fucking cute. Do you like Monkey Kid? I do. How'd you know that? Are you asking chat? But yeah, this was the closer idea that I got, and then it reached to this point. Yeah, so I did put the details, like smaller details in here. We're gonna ignore that. That's lower importance, but we don't need to worry about that. I did do a front and back view, and I'm more than likely going to try to color this. I love that clipping shot. I couldn't keep it because I wanted a simple design, because I knew if I was potentially gonna be drawing something like for a comic, I needed it to be a simple design so I wouldn't burn out on it. And I don't. I actually am not able to burn out on this design because it's pretty simple. I do forget small details, but it's not too big of a deal. Such a cute star belt. I am bringing the star belt back eventually, but not anytime soon. Yeah, as you can see, like, so for the goggles, a lot of people will think that Daydream is solar, and I get why, because Solar's the only one really with goggles. Does he have colors? That's what I'm gonna get to today. That's what I'm going to get to. As of right now, no, he does not have colors. He is going to get colors today, though. On stream, he's getting colors. But I gave him goggles, because Solar actually in the thumbnails, like, he was depicted with goggles. I saw something about Lego Monkey Kid last stream, forgot about it. Saw this in this stream and remembered. Yeah, I like Lego Monkey Kid. Yeah, so Daydream has goggles. He has Solar's goggles specifically. I like to think that when he was leaving and running away from Moon, you know, when he died. Complicated design burnout. Yeah, it gets annoying. When Solar ran away from Moon and, you know, didn't want to fucking die, he lost the goggles entirely and ended up not keeping them. So they stayed in his dimension. Daydream eventually finding them and, you know, and keeping them for himself. This is like pretending that he had the goggles this entire time and it was just something he always had. I have to bend the lore a little bit. I'm trying to keep it as accurate to Sam as possible, but I gotta bend the lore a little bit. The reason I give him clothes is just because I needed, you know, to differentiate him from Sun. So yeah. You can move the goggles to the necklace. I don't want to. I don't want to. I want people to be confused. It's on purpose. It isn't on purpose. No. I just prefer it this way. I like how it looks on him. I'm just gonna keep it that way. I don't really care what anyone thinks. I'm the only one who absolutely hates drawing the waist ruffles because it makes them look like they have a tutu. So you don't just draw. Looks like wrist ribbons for their waist. I solved the problem. I solved the problem. You just don't do it. I forget to do it all the time. I just gave up on that. The wrist ribbons are fine for me, but it just depends on how long I want to do them. Yeah, I also put the six-sided star. My kid. There are no children here. There better not be any. This is got retracted. Okay. Yeah. The star was to signify that he does actually have magical abilities. He just can't. He just doesn't use them. I don't even think Daydream would know he has them anyway. My husband. There we go. Better choice. I also put Sunspots bow in here because I wanted to make that a consistency for whenever I do a whenever I draw Solar Sun, is that I want him to have the same bow that Sunspot has. Because I think that's just a fun detail to have on him. I did give him the more, I guess, regular shirt just because I did want him to still be a sun. He still needs to have some sort of uppityness to him. And of course I had like the smaller lore details in here. He is smart, but he's not as smart as Moon and Eclipse, because he did have to rebuild the portal by himself. What's with the dots? If you're a child in here, don't fucking say so. Don't fucking hint to it. Just get the fuck out at that point. Things I don't need revealed. your age, where you live, fuck off. This isn't even an 18 plus stream. This is just for your own safety. Trying to find it and failing terribly. Could someone post it in chat because I can't seem to. Somebody post Dark Mushroom's page in chat, please. Actually, again, I don't even know if people can post links in there. Hold on.
Cause and effect been involved in the law of attraction. Karma never caught relaxing. All of the stressing cause you always get what you asking. Fucking tell by your reaction. No other knowledge got you feeling criminal. LSD showed me the truth in subliminals. Don't overthink it, just keep it minimal. I'm falling in the abyss. I gotta cover my wrist. Somebody cover my back. Somebody
Cookie chat, I'm gonna attack you. Oh my goodness.
I don't wanna see what's next. Part of me feeding for my own enlightenment. God said believe you'll change and I'm convinced. But I'm at a fence. Don't take offense. None of this shit making sense. I'm not content. No, I'm not content.
Do I even have Dark Mushroom's YouTube channel? No personal information should not be shared. Exactly. Don't share your personal information, please. I don't want to know it, and I don't think you should share it. What is with the cookies? What is happening? Oh, there we go, I found it. Oh, no wonder I couldn't find it. It was a fucking underscore. I'm just vibing while y'all talk about chocolate chip cookies. There you go, there's Dark Mushrooms, fucking video. They talk more about what they talk more about like the parts and everything in the video and more information on it. Absent might be tricking people to come to the void. Roa had an idea in Steven Universe, you know, Rose Quartz leaves tape for Steven, imagining that put Solar in his son. I mean, we kind of had that in the What If episode. Don't fucking talk about Cookie Run in here. I don't know shit about that. All you're gonna talk about Pure Vanilla and Shadow Milk because they're Sun and Moon themed. Feeling that they were arguing why Moon taught Dazzle how to pickpocket. I saw a couple people saying that. Oh yeah. He knows Moon is... yeah. Forgot about these details. He does know Moon is dead, and he literally has no... He lost so much time. Do I have to explain how he wakes up? Because he does follow the canon close to Sam's, so I'm sure people would be wondering how the fuck he's alive. We taught Dazzle to pickpocket. Oh my god. Any thoughts on a rainbow beanie? You asking me or chat? Okay. I was like, what? I was like, what is with the F? I think I remember you explaining before. I did. And one of the other streams that I don't remember. Word count is only so big. That's why you send multiple messages. I don't mind if y'all talk about your OCs in here, but like just don't make it all about your OCs because we do. Trying not to spam chat really.
Now we hit up double when we bored, taking trips out to New York just so we can hit the stores. Yeah, yeah. Don't know what I'm gonna for.
To reverse pickpocket. Oh my goodness.
I kept it on it with you. We both got issues. Yeah. You driving me crazy. It's hard to keep it at 10 and 2.
Would be his major?
But I keep it up.
What?
Let's keep it tight. I know it's feeling off. We can get it on track. Like, let's get it right back how it was. Let's get it right back how it was. Back then, back when my name was in your contact. That shit, it felt the same.
Has somebody made a college AU for these guys yet? I've seen a couple AUs, but like, has anyone made a college one yet? High school, college, whatever, I don't fucking care. School. Education. One's a strange person. I'm gonna talk about other OCs on my own. Please don't get me into the conversation of ZX canon again. Because I was looking back on what I said about like New Moon, and I was like, wait, no, there's actually information I didn't remember at the time. I used to think I was Airways until I found my husband malware from the channel. What the fuck? So am I sexual now? You can still be... Never mind. As long as you feel comfortable in your sexuality or your orientation, then that's good for you, honestly. I mean, with the nerd emoji. What's your mage? I don't know what that is. I think someone made a high school AU. I think somebody would. Sunlight, moonlight, I'm dead. Miss you, don't get out of my head. In the morning, you know what's unsaid. Shoot me, I'm used to seeing red. Everything is red. Everything is this a cult? Is the Void just a cult? It seems like a cult. Absent, are you indoctrinating people into a cult? Vacation home there. I give it all that I get for the cost. I give it all that I get for the cost. Lately I'm paranoid and I'm lost. Looking for me, feel like the edge of the okay, so it is a cult. Okay. This is looking like a cult. I think the Void is just a cult. It seems like it's just a cult. It's just a cult. Already made that joke. See, everybody's in the cult now. So a cult. I don't even try into the Void. Well, you already agreed to be in the cult. It's too late. Absent just indoctrinated everyone into the cult. Indoctrinated, there we go. That was the word I was thinking. That's no, it's a cult. Everyone's gonna keep arguing with me, but then you keep behaving like a cult. Listen, if y'all want to join a cult, that's on you. Read books and chill. You don't necessarily need to do sacrifices in order for you to have cult.
Tell me, how did you get me so high? She only ever calls me after 9 when she got nothing to do. This the kind of battle I could lose, wrapped around your finger like a fool. Shit, how did you get me so high? After all I've been through, it's not the
Nova Frost to them. I love those two so much. Join our cult, I mean club. No, I'm good. I'm good. No thanks. Also, if you wanna really like squint at it, technically, Meg already has an AU that's Nova Frost, because it's just their serial killer AU, which is literally Nova Frost. It's literally just what Nova Frost is. It's very strange. I don't want to be in your cult. Thank you. Y'all are doing a terrible job to try to convince me to join your cult. I'm sorry. Also, you can't convince me with sweets. I can't eat sweets. So. And I don't like a lot of foods. So, food is not the way to my heart. Bella's talking about silly. Listen, if you guys want to talk about your cult, that's fine. I'm just here to draw my silly guy. As long as you don't take it too far, I really don't mind too much. It's Nova Frost if they're separated. Black cats in the darkness, and all you see are glowing eyes. I mean, to be fair, absent cat, so. What the fuck is happening? Can I do that? Are you guys okay? Hips don't lie. Shakira. I do need it. I do want to color him. think another thing with this AU is like I do prefer him being Daydream, but I don't mind if anybody else wants to give him other names, just because he is only ever gonna be called Sun. For like anytime you see content of him, he will only be called Sun. I think up until if he were to meet Eep's son, which I guess he kind of does. Because how I originally wrote the script is that Sun and Moon are supposed, well, Eep's Sun and Moon are supposed to be in the scene where he shows up, but I don't know, with the animation I did, I literally just left everybody out except for like Charlie and the Ghost Kids entirely, which doesn't make, well, it kind of makes sense because they're always following Eclipse. But why would they be in the daycare near the ball pit? Can't do the arm right now.
I think that I need some space. I guess I lied to your face when I said I'm 20 minutes away. Now it's getting late, don't know what to say. I think I gotta be.
I got his cuffs, but I'm not satisfied with how he's looking right now. Oh, I forgot his face. If I had the one song in the queue.
Maybe I'm selfish, but who am I helping if I bring the team down?
Okay, it was added to the queue. Looks really nice, Belle. Thank you. You know, I've never actually thought of his shoes. Maybe I'm about to take a page out of Pavetto's book and just fuck the shoes. Animatronic feet. I say we have... No, I'm not gonna join your cult. I don't fall into peer pressure like that, I'm sorry. I don't want to join your cult. He needed to check the portal, so he was about... Yeah, no, that was the idea, is that he was checking the portal. So in the script that I had is that, he actually checks the portal because apparently Monty had fucked around with it. And something involving Sun and Moon. I can't remember what exactly it did. I think it was for him to help Moon find more, get more inspiration for his game. Something zombie. That's what I wrote. That's what I had in the give him boots. I don't wanna. Solar already has boots. That was the one I was listening to when I was drawing Solar. I wonder if I'll get copyright struck for this one. Oh well, it'll be worth it. Give him socks. Are you guys okay? In those shoes because he got cat-like feet. Probably. That's usually how I draw them. Well, this is me more experimenting, if anything, just because I don't really know what feat choose to give him. Revenge stream. Oh, jeez, great. Let the grippers out then. I ain't drawing toes. I ain't giving you satisfaction drawing toes, you freaks. You know, listening to this, and I drew this. How we feeling? Just a lot more context into the energy I was going for. If I get copyright struck for that song, worth it. Maybe ballet flats? I could. Pause then. I can look up fucking shoes. It's fine. No, the sleeves are too big. It's supposed to be thinner. Chad, if it were up to me, I'd be listening to the same song for like fucking hours, honestly. I don't know how many of you could even fucking handle that. Because I have people who can't confirm. I literally was listening to one song for hours on the Beauty and the Beast soundtrack. I can listen to one song for a very long time. It's giving Sonic Footnote with the Bruno Mars song. That is a very specific thing. I can't read kanji anymore, so I have no idea what that says. I shall free sense that it clips in. Maybe I can promote sense it to be my left hand. Are you? What is happening? What is this cult activity that is happening? What is the energy that this chat has now become? Yeah, but I also don't want to get copyright struck, at least hard. Question about why did Daydream's moon try to hurt Solar even though the separation worked and Daydream wasn't hurt and didn't die? So in the context of Daydream for the AU or like in canon? Because for the AU, he actually, okay, it's weird. Okay, that's good that everybody at least like will do that, but I'm not gonna play the song on repeat just because of copyright. Anyway, the reason, at least AU wise, why my words. Okay. The separation worked. It still works in the same way how Solar's dimension originally goes in Sam's, where for the most part, it follows the same type of lore. Sam's, it does seem like Daydream did die in that dimension. But the thing is, in the middle of trying to transfer him into the newer body, Moon assumes that he's dead because everything shut down, all vitals shut down. He believes that Daydream is dead. But he just went unconscious because everything was still transferring. And because of his little bitch fit that he threw because of because he thinks his brother's dead, it slows the progress even more. And at that point, I'm like thinking, okay, well, they don't really talk about the creator much. The creator hasn't actually done anything to them. And by that point, the creator either has a heart attack like the other AUs because he was never really involved with Sun and Moon yet, or he My brain. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get my thoughts together. Or in the case like he was actually like at least a decent one with just some mistakes. Because I'm gonna point out Sven isn't exactly the greatest person, but he is nice and cares about his animatronics. That doesn't exactly make him perfect, and nobody would be. But the universe kept it. But I guess Ruin's machine kept him. So yeah. In this case, the creator would already be non-existent or dead in the case of Solar's dimension, which is around where it starts to differ. So Moon does try to go after Solar, and Solar already living with Sans. Like, he's already just like, well, it was kind of gonna happen that he's died and everything. He's dead and everything, yeah. Moon has the whole bitch fit, destroys everything, destroys all the other animatronics. Monty's there, Solar kills him too, trying to look for info about how the fuck Eclipse is alive again. And so, at that point, it's like 2 years after. 2 years, at least in our time, has already passed. I don't know how long it is in the Sam's canon, but yeah. 2 years has passed. And the transfer is finally complete because of all the delays that have been happening with how tearing up the daycare has kind of ruined everything. So Daydream actually wakes up. He's alive and well. And he immediately starts looking for his brother and his friend. Because he's like, I'm alone. Where is everyone? He goes out and everything is destroyed in the daycare. He's wondering what's happening. He's wondering what happened. He's trying to call around for Moon or Solar, well, Eclipse in this case. And no one's answering him. He goes to the front of he ends up going to the front of the daycare. And he goes and talks to the computer AI, which still exists in this dimension. The AI explains to him what happened while he was gone. The things that's mentioned is Moon left the dimension, but he has no idea where Moon went. So Sun tries to use the computer to see if they can at least search dimensions to see if it's possible that Moon is still alive. And if this is the case, if they can find Solar too. So they try to, with the help of, I'm gonna call him Spaniard. With the help of Spaniard at that point, Sun is trying to look for his Eclipse and Moon. They eventually do find the dimensional signature code, whatever, for his Moon. His Moon is dead. There is no information on anything else other than his Moon is deceased, no longer active, he's dead. And that does break his heart. But when the results come up that his Eclipse is alive, he gets excited. And right then and there he decides, I'm going to search for him. I'm going to find him and let him know everything is okay. He wants to know where is Moon, like how did he die and everything if he knows. And just see how he is, because that's his friend. That's somebody he cared about. And probably the closest thing to family he has after that. I'm gonna freak out. Okay. Yeah. So he has no idea about anything specific. So if you remember in the Sam's lore, Eclipse version 4, the one that we know as Eep's Eclipse, gave part of the dimensional code that was originally for version 1 or 2? I don't know. But the original Eclipse that Solar helped kill. That's the dimensional code he technically has. Thanks, Eeps. You make things so fucking complicated. Anyway, that's the dimensional code he has. Because that's the dimensional code because that was around the time when Solar and Eclipse were the same kind of model and everything. So, because Eclipse is a clone and everything, the dimensional code that Daydream uses to try to look for Solar, he ends up honing in on Eep's Eclipse. So with that, Spaniard, with the help of Spaniard, Daydream decides that he's gonna build a portal for him to be able to travel to wherever Eclipse is. So, and this also aligns with the animation that I was working on. But something I had in the script that I didn't have in the animation was that version 2. It's fine. I'm not gonna be too like detailed on that. It's just for, this is an AU. I don't need to go by that, be that nitpicky with details, like on what fucking version Eclipse is on or whatever shit like that, you know. One thing I didn't put in the animation for that is that on Eclipse's end, he is taking care of the kids and everything. I don't know at what point of the timeline this would be for Eeps, but we're just gonna pretend this is a whole separate timeline. We're not dealing with all the bullshit that they're dealing with right now, like with the virus and all that shit. But Charlie exists. The ghost kids are still there. Puppet's dead. Yeah. So on Eclipse's end, he is working on. He's working on something. I can't remember exactly what he's working on. I know I made him work on something. He was doing something, and then the kids decide to go and bother him, and he's wondering what the fuck's going on. Like, what do you want this time? And the kids go, "We can't find Sun and Moon. Where's Sun and Moon?" And Charlie and Andrew specifically are trying to explain. We went to the daycare to go and see if we could watch another movie, and if they could set it up for us. They weren't there. What do you mean? What do you mean they weren't there? Where are they? And we don't know. So of course, Eclipse, having to be everyone's babysitter, has to go to the daycare and see what's going on. When he goes into the daycare and the kids are following him, I had Roxanne originally in that scene as well to try to calm him down and just be like, Eclipse, chill. It's not that big of a deal. They're probably just lost somewhere, or the kids just didn't see them in the daycare, and we just need to call out for them or something. So Eclipse goes to the daycare, and I guess you can assume Roxanne is there or not there. It doesn't matter. They go to the daycare, and the two are there. They explain that Monty built a portal for Moon to be able to do more, get more inspiration on his game and everything. So they took him to a dimension with zombies or whatever. I don't fucking know. That doesn't really matter. I wrote it as him going to a dimension so he can study zombie stuff that's there, like human zombies, not anything like the virus or the infection AU. Eclipse is scolding them obviously, and he's like, and he's threatening that he's also gonna be giving Monty a piece of his mind later. The kids are still there, obviously. They just want to fucking go to a movie. And as they're doing that, the portal in the ball pit opens up, and it doesn't open up correctly like how the portals normally do. It opens up from the top of the ball pit, not in the ball pit. And then out falling comes Daydream, who is little lost, but he sees that the portal worked, and now he's in a different dimension. They go over to the ball pit. I'm getting the biggest low drop in my life. I'm on the edge of spacing out. Oh my god. You guys having fun spinning? Oh my gosh. Yeah, he steps out of the ball pit, and of course with Eclipse and the kids looking to see what just fell out of the portal. I was supposed to be coloring this. What am I doing? They're saying what's coming out of the portal, and what comes out of the portal is Daydream. Daydream sees Eclipse, and that's where we get the whole hug, and it's just and he's like, I finally found you. I found you. I was looking I want to know what happened and everything. It's great to see you again. I'm sorry I couldn't be there for you, and then starts asking about Moon and stuff, and Eclipse is Eclipse, who is trying to force himself away from Daydream, is like, who are you? What the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck out. Charlie is just as confused and is wondering, Eclipse, our friend Dad, whatever. And Daydream, of course being Daydream, is just like, oh my god, kids, you have children? You have children? You have children? That's so great. I never thought you would be. I always knew you were good at taking care of kids, but I didn't think you'd actually try to be a daycare attendant on your own. And And Eclipse is just like, stop it right now. Eclipse is really confused on what the fuck is happening, who is this stranger, and why are you acting like you know me, kind of thing. Oh, what happened? Okay. Is the music stop? You'll have fun spinning in the void. I guess I'm just explaining the whole plot that I have, essentially. Keep forgetting I'm supposed to be coloring this. Yeah, Eclipse is not happy with this. Eclipse is asking what the fuck's going on and everything. And Daydream explains, well, you're Eclipse, right? And he's like, yeah, I am Eclipse. Well, it's like, well, you came out of my head and everything, right? And he's like, yes. Or you came out of a son's head, right? And he's like, yes. Well, don't you recognize me? I'm your son. He's like, no, my son is in a different dimension. You are not my son. I don't know you, or I don't know who you are. And Daydream is kind of like trying to put the pieces together. He's like, but the dimension signature. Please, Bo, write some of this. No, this is all written down. This is literally part of the script that I have. This is literally in a script already. Like, I did plan this. This is stuff that's planned out. This is just the prologue. I'm not done. I'm not done with everything. This is the prologue. I have this all written down already. Yeah, and he has to explain like but your dimensional signature match when I was looking for you again to try to find you. And Eclipse connects the dots and is like, no, you're looking for someone else. That's not me. He doesn't even mention Solar by name like a dumbass because we got to keep the plot rolling. And Daydream doesn't really believe this. He's confused. It's like, but your dimensional signature was the same. You are Eclipse. You even said you're Eclipse. And he's like, and he has to explain, no, you're in a different dimension. In this dimension, my sun and moon are not. My sun and moon are these two, and sunshine and moonlight are there, and they're like, and they're still after being scolded and everything. This isn't I'm not your Eclipse. You're looking for somebody else. He knows it's Solar. He's not gonna say it's Solar because he's a dick. And Daydream isn't able to see the difference yet because he doesn't know Solar looks entirely different. What he remembers of his eclipse is that his eclipse, looks like an eclipse. So the comparisons are there, and he does seem to hallucinate a little bit that like, no, you are just like imagining like, no, this should be my eclipse, but it's not my eclipse. Like he's confused on it. And Eclipse is just not having it. He's fucking tired of this dude. It's just like, look, where are you from? I'm sending you back home or wherever the fuck you need to be. Just get out of my dimension. Eclipse not mentioning Solar works for both the sake of the story and also because he's just an ass that would deliberately not mention him. Yeah, he's not gonna fucking mention Solar. He's a dick. as much as it works for the plot for me, that's just in character for him because he's a dickhead. Just like, look, I'll send you back home and you can start the fuck over again. Just get out of my dimension. And Daydream has to explain, well, it was a one-time trip. What do you mean it was a one-time trip? Well, I'm not somebody who usually tinkers with portals or anything. That would be what my moon would have been doing. That would have been my moon or my eclipse who was doing that kind of thing. I was only able to make my portal be able to go for one trip. And Eclipse is not happy with that. Do you even know what your dimensional code is? No, I don't, because I was looking for yours. So Eclipse realizes, great, I have to babysit another fucking person. This one even more useless than the last one. He's like, why? And so there he is, taking in another fucking character into the Eeps cast, at least temporarily, for what he hopes. And I can actually explain a little bit of the. Clip's about to crash out. He's not fucking happy. He really wants to hit. In all honesty, he really would like to fucking punch Daydream if he could. I do have a little bit more in mind of what would happen. I know a lot of people really wanted to know when I made the animation of what it would be like if Daydream was able to meet Solar again, and I do actually have an idea of when mine would happen. I'm not gonna explain it here, but I do already have an idea of what's gonna happen. Why is Sin here? Huh? Who's Sin? What apps do you use? I'm using Procreate. That's really it. I only use Procreate, really. I have experience in other stuff, but I use Procreate. I probably should, not gonna like. Yeah, no, Eeps is actually the better show, in all honesty. It has I think the plot is a lot better. Who's Sin? I feel like I should know this name, but I don't. Is this the person who comments on a lot of my stuff with the Murder Drones character? But yeah, that's some of the lore I have. I did also take out the part of him not knowing Moon was dead, because I think it needed to give him giving him a bigger motivation. I think Moon dying gives him a bigger motivation to be able to want to go and find where Solar is. But he's kind of looking in the wrong places. Oh, am I breaking again? Oh no, I'm fucking biased for Eclipse. Sin is a Murder Drones character. Is somebody here? Eeps is the better show, in my opinion. There's my weird little plot, I guess. Eepson mentioned Daydream. What? I'm so confused what's happening in the chat. None of them call him Daydream, by the way. They just call him Sun. I think the only one who call him Daydream would probably be Charlie and the kids, just to differentiate which son they're talking to. But otherwise, nobody would call him that. If Theater Golf gets a happy ending, I hope Monty dies then. Have fun spinning. That's not specifically because of you, by the way. I just don't fucking care about Monty. I don't hate him anymore, but like, I really don't give a shit if he's alive or dead, in all honesty. I would prefer he stay dead. I think it'd be a better story. Is Theater Golf a happy ending? The only happy ending that could really be expected is that if they find a fucking cure. Or a fucking MacGuffin-ass way shows up. I don't know. I don't know if I trust Davis's writing anymore. don't know what's happening in chat. I'm just fine. I'm just explaining my little AU. You were starting a cult. What do you mean? The fuck you mean you were starting a cult? What does Lunar mean to Daydream? Well, I guess at this point I can answer questions like those. Like, yeah. Lunar meaning Daydream? I think he'd be happy that Lunar was the one who approached Eclipse to begin with. Because I'm pretty sure Solar would have mentioned Lunar to Daydream. So he would be aware of Lunar's existence at the very least. He'd be happy that he was the first friend that Solar had outside of the family. What did I do? I'm not calling him Cosmos by the way. I'm not calling Earth Terra. I'm literally gonna keep calling them Lunar and Earth. Hope he stays that happens. I'm sorry, was that mean? You know Sam Smith still has the cure. Apparently not. I don't even think Davis remembers that he has, or no, they do. They think that they think that Sun and Moon possibly don't have the cure anymore, and in all honesty at this point they probably don't, because they thought, they probably think it was never needed, considering the virus wouldn't affect them, I guess. Or Jack met Daydream. That's a good question. If you're referring for my Daydream specifically, I think you'd be so fucking excited to see that Solar's a dad. He'd think the world of Solar and just just talk about how proud he is, being able to step up and take care of a child. And he has to explain, well, no, I built him. It's but either way, this is still your child. You took you're becoming somebody who's you're becoming something that I never thought I could never even imagine you doing, or something you didn't even want to involve yourself with kids, but here you are with your own kid. I think he'd be proud. And I need to preference this. Eclipse does not like Daydream being around Solar, because he never had that kind of relationship with his son. So when he actually builds a, I guess, eventual friendship with Daydream, a reluctant one, then he does not like you. What if Solar and Daydream interact anymore? Oh yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, we're talking about the name changes. Yeah, no, I'm still calling them Lunar and Earth. I don't fucking care. I also don't know to what extent why they're changing the names. Someone was saying some of them were saying for merch purposes, but I really don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit what the excuses are. It seems kind of fucking stupid to change the models for characters who aren't even going to be used as frequently anymore. Same goes for the names. If anything, if you wanted to make merch that badly, you should do it on the popular characters. But if you change the names and designs of the popular characters, they're going to be unrecognizable anymore, which is what your marketing kind of depends on, because everybody wants Sun and Moon. You change their designs and you change their names to try to avoid the copyright to be able to make merchandise and stuff. You're gonna fuck yourself over. Unless you can you have to distinguish them enough that they're not exactly the FNAF versions of Sun and Moon, but whatever. That's just based on what I've seen. I don't know exactly the whole copyright issue that would have to go down. Jealousy. Yeah, no, Eclipse would be fucking jealous of Solar. He already is. He's already jealous of Solar for his relationship with Moon, and how Moon cares about him and not how Moon cares about Solar so much. And he never got to have anything like that when it came to Moon, because Moon abandoned him in Sun's head. Really love what if video if Solar's sun survived. Solar's moon was pretty chill with Solar. No, he wasn't. He tried everything to keep Solar around longer for his son's benefit, and I believe that. Yeah, but it wasn't for him. It was for Sun. He's doing it because his brother cares about Solar. I feel like a lot of people forget that, like, Moon was very much out to kill Solar, even though he wasn't even there, or really a huge cause of Sun's death. The separation was the bigger reason he died, but if you remember in that same What If episode, it was more the corrosion of everything because of the separation. He couldn't stop the corrosion, therefore he blames it on Solar, even though Solar had no real direct cause of it, other than he just wanted to be out and in his own body. And even then, you see in the episode of What If Eclipse was good, in a similar situation to Solar, Eclipse would have stuck around to be able to take care of the daycare until it reached a point where they couldn't do about it anymore. Solar's moon didn't like Solar. Yeah, no, he fucking hated Solar. And you see in their relationship that, like, even though he does tolerate Solar when Sun is alive, that did not mean he liked Solar. He did things for Solar because Sun wanted Solar to live. He did not fucking care about Solar. He was very easily willing to tear apart everything just so he could fucking kill Solar. It's really sad, but I think Solar's dimension is actually one of the more interesting things that they came up with in Sam's. But once everything happened with Ruin and everything was gone, they're not gonna bother to delve back into it too much. Plus, Solar doesn't even consider himself an Eclipse anymore at this point. And I'm kind of sad about that because he's the one that's actually the most superior compared to all the other Eclipses, and he's not even proud of that because he has to share a name with Eclipse. Meanwhile, you have Ruin, who is the proper Eclipse and doesn't mind and actually takes pride in that, but he doesn't call himself Eclipse just for the sake of everybody just because, people need to address him. I love how in the video you can see a clear difference between Solar's moon and Solar and Eclipse. Yeah. Still kind of believe the What If video Moon was the cause of Solar dying through some technical fuckery. Again, the corrosion. I'm still not eating, you gotta make me. And then was like, oh no, his code is corroding. Well, shit, I guess. Yeah, no, he did not. Like, they tried to find the creator, and it just didn't work out, which is, We can all speculate as much as we want, but they're not gonna bring up Solar's dimension anytime soon. Or fuck, they probably won't even bring it up ever again. I don't think Solar even considers himself part of his old dimension anymore at this point. He's been in Sam's for so long that, like, I don't know if I don't even know if the writers really care that he's from another dimension anymore, because it never comes up in conversation. One thing that kind of breaks my heart a little bit is when I think of the Eeps episode where Solar and Monty actually went to go visit Eeps to see Puppet and just check on how things are going and such. They meet Eeps, Sun and Moon for the first time, and there is a little moment where Solar and Sun are trying to talk, and Sun is introducing himself like he normally is. Solar explaining, like, I know who you are already, and they're trying to talk, and they kind of stutter over each other, which I'm pretty sure that's really just Davis, but for the sake of, like, this conversation, let's say it's not. And so when they were, yeah, soft reboot fucking left everything about that there. So during that conversation, he kind of stutter over, and he allows Sun to introduce himself, even though they both know, like, they know each other already. And I think that's a really cute moment that he kind of just lets Sun be able to have that and doesn't really say too much on it. I think that's nice. And another thing you mentioned is that, like, with the whole obsession with fucking Foxy. Oh shit, I love this song! I fucking love this song, sorry. Oh my god, I genuinely really fucking love this song. I'm gonna fucking sing along to this fucking... sorry. We looked fucking incredible. It was a car crash. Sorry, anyway, for that episode. He mentions his son being obsessed with Roxanne, and I know he's talking about Sam's son and like specifically, but in my heart I want to think he's talking about his son. He's talking about his Dimension son. Because in that scene where they're all talking in like the three-way group with Foxy, I like to think that he's like looking at Eep's sun and moon and is just like seeing little remnants of his own son in there. Because he doesn't show it as much in Sam's, obviously, but I like to think in other dimensions he would probably, like, that is probably what intrigues him, is that like he sees his son in other places. I don't know, just it would be nice if there's some acknowledgement, but like, fuck that, I guess. I know I like that you point out it's Earth's VA. Didn't want to change Earth's name. I'm pretty sure her and Davis are husband and wife. No, they're fiancé. They haven't gotten married yet. They're fiancés. They haven't gotten married yet. Stop, you're going to break my heart. I really would like if they talked about it more, but they don't want to. They just want to move on from that storyline, even though it's something that's really fucking interesting. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna use their defensive. We just hit a wall with it. You were able to make a what if episode out of it, but you couldn't think of anything else to do with that dimension. You couldn't think of Solar's feelings on it, losing fucking everything. How he can never introduce the first family he had to his new son. How complicated everything has been since he's died. How he had to lose an entire friend and see them change entirely, and like you couldn't put into perspective how he lost a whole family who like he thought welcomed him and loved him, and they did, especially after he got to view his own what if episode. Like, how the fuck do you not have any ideas based on that? How do you not want to come up with things for that? Maybe they do, and maybe they just don't want to address it right now, but I don't know. And that makes me so sad. There's so many interesting ideas that could be done with this dimension, and so many questions that haven't even been answered. It just makes me sad. I would never like go to them and be like, write for this, bring him back or shit like that. No, because they've already moved on from the story, like for I guess years at this point. Sully's wasted potential. I could keep talking about Sully's wasted fucking character. I could talk about Sully's wasted as a character. Yeah, Ray, if you wanna explain, like, I guess whatever you can publicly about the name changes, that would be really helpful. But yeah, the main understanding is that they had no control over the name changes and such. I don't know what the company's fucking thinking about the name changes and shit, but like, what fucking ever, I guess. It's already happening, but that's not gonna change. I'm not calling her Terra. I'm not calling him Cosmos. I have an OC named Cosmos. I'm good. Also, the only Terra I need is the one from Teen Titans. Thank you. I'm not shading this. I'm not shading this, Belle. Don't shade this. We're not gonna shade shit today. My friend calls Solar Sun and Moon wires and roofs, and I think it's the cutest and funniest thing ever. Jesus Christ. As Nate Slover, I'm actually so sad they didn't do anything with the potential they had. No, they did not. And they never will. That's really already all I can say about it. I said last stream there's a reason it's gonna be revealed as explained. Yeah, no, that's all I need. That's all I need for information for at least people in chat. Just give it time, chat. They'll give an explanation when they're ready and when they can. I feel like for now, we kind of just deal with it and just see where it goes from here. The colors are pretty, Belle. Thank you. I don't know what I'm doing. Server really gets huffy if you don't use their current names. Well, too bad. Fuck them. I'm not fucking active in the server. They can suck my dick. They're gonna be like, you're dead naming them. Well, they're not real. They're not fucking real characters, guys. These are fictional bitches. Unless Kat and Davis want to go into my DMs and fucking complain, I don't give a shit. People in the fandom can get hissy about whatever the fuck they want. In the end, I'm my own person. I can make my own decisions. Cosmo and Tara show cats. Oh my goodness. You also have free will. Don't you just love having free will and being able to make your own decisions? Alright, I'll be no. Okay. If people, I'm not gonna fault anyone for wanting to call them by the new names, but like, don't get mad at people who don't want to call them that. A lot of people have been in this fandom for a long time and just are used to calling them Lunar and Earth. Like, don't fault people for that. That's just rude. No Frost fans. I don't talk to anyone in the server. The server just makes me upset. I got enough of my artwork taken down that I'm just like, it just discourages me from wanting to interact in the server. Here to try genuinely asking, I don't know how it works, but isn't dead naming and trans person an issue? It is, but they're not trying to be trans. Even Earth has said in the canon that they're not trying, that like they're just trying out a new name and they can go back if they really wanted to, but they're not going to. I don't know if I don't think it's considered dead naming for at least Lunar and Earth in this case, but I didn't fucking watch Lunar's episode, and Earth's episode didn't seem like that was the case. As for trans people though, don't fucking dead name them. That's just rude. People who have their name preferences in real life, yeah, no, don't dead name them. And unless Lunar and Earth are coming out as trans and that's how their names are working, I don't think it's really that big. I don't think it's like that. But yeah, try not to dead name trans people or like anybody who has their preferred name if you can. They aren't going back. They're not going back. Like 100%, I truly believe they're not going back. Still gonna keep calling them Lunar and Earth though. If somebody tells me I'm dead naming them, I'm gonna bring up they're fictional and I have free will. Also, it isn't even that big of a deal. Also, the Discord is just freaking out about a non-issue again. Got it. Yeah, it's not an issue. It really is not an issue. Are they saying that it's dead naming? Are you fucking kidding me? Please tell me they're not saying it's dead naming. I'm gonna lose my shit. Trans person issue because anyone can get their name changed into a different legal one. It's more prevalent for trans people, but not. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know what? You're right. Just don't. I don't know. Again, these are fictional characters. And they don't even seem to mind people using their other names anyway. So I don't think, at least for them, it's a big deal. For an actual person, Lunar was told his name is Cosmos. Now he didn't choose it. Okay. You can call me Autumn. It's my preferred name, IRL. That's fine then. I don't know if I'm gonna remember that because there's a couple of people in here. Side topic, I hate how much the show of the week is restricted. I get so excited reading the prompt when I check I can't do my ideas and not allowed. Yeah, I stopped doing show of the week like forever ago. I don't know, I get burnt out with show of the week. To post art help. No, I'm also there only to post art, and then my art gets taken down and they're like, you broke the rules, and I go, okay, I guess. When I leave that server, I'm going to get fucking banned.
Text you back, but I always do. Spend half my week in your place. We go out with your friends on weekdays. I'm too broke to buy you drinks, so you always pay. And I hope I show how much I appreciate.
Don't get me wrong, I'm glad the Discord exists for reasons, but yeah. Lunar literally just got handed a new name for job-related reasons. That's such a weird implication in the lore when with the astrals. But whatever. Oh my god, they just gave Lunar a stage name. That's literally all they did. They gave Lunar a fucking stage name. I didn't watch the episode, fuck that. So many hidden rules for art specifically pains me. Yeah, no, they're so strict on art. I think the one that always like irked me is like the ships one. I understand why they have those rules. That's good that they have the rules. But at the same time, it almost feels a little it feels really restrictive sometimes that you can only do the canon ships. Joke ships seem to be kind of so-so, and they're a little more lenient on that. But what counts as a joke ship anymore at this point? It's hard to say. Chat is lagging a bit. No, there's just a huge delay between the stream and chat, and I really can't do anything about that. I'm seeing chat in real time, but how stream is right now, there's going to be a huge delay between it. I can't really do anything about that, sadly. I'm so sorry. I remember seeing a Halloween prompt thingy, and I got so sad when they said we could only have like one character from each show in it. They're very strict on art cries. They gave Lunar a stage name. He's a stripper. They gave Lunar a stage name. They gave Lunar a stage name. That's not even a joke. That's exactly what they did. Do they know they did that? Are Davis and Reed okay? Guys, blink twice if you need help. Nebula also had a name before Nebula. We don't know what it was. Solar knows it though. Who fucking cares? I don't give a shit about Nebula. Sorry, I'm just so fucking uninterested in Nebula. I'm sorry. If you have Nebula as your favorite character, good for you. She fucking uninterests me. I want to make a channel, but maybe in a few years when I do, I'll make a Discord just for random drawings. Well, as long as it's not inappropriate. You can do that now. You don't necessarily need to have a channel for it. Just have it as a personal Discord for now. I keep moving my mic. This is not helping me in any way. Is absent back yet? I don't know. Do we need to call HR for them? Complain to HR! Cosmo's stripper song would be Fat Bottom Girl. Oh my god! They took away his chub. Oh. I'm very interested in Nebula either. No, I'm not. I'm very much not. Good for the people who can enjoy Nebula. I am not one of them. Also, a lot of people. I'm a little sick of Monty. I'm not saying he's done anything wrong. I'm just tired of seeing him. I'm tired of him being there. I don't fucking want him. Somebody take him back. I liked when there was less characters on screen, and they are kind of fixing that, but
I can't believe you broke up with me over the phone, dude. That's just low.
that's fair. Simply mentioning that. That makes sense. I know posting on the server is like gambling. Sometimes you gotta get away with breaking the rules, sometimes you're not. But they're still unhappy. Chad, I gotta go, cries and homosexual. Okay, bye. Thank you for coming into stream. I appreciate you being here. What was one that bothered me? It's the weapons thing for me. It's the weapons and blood thing for me. I get that you don't want gore in your fucking server. Just put no gore and mild blood is okay. They're so picky about fucking blood. And swearing. Nebula was there to be a forced ship onto Solar. Okay, we're not gonna discuss that though. I don't want to accidentally summon Cat. Cause Cat will fucking argue over this ship, and it's not even that big of a deal. He's in every universe like, bro, why are you? Monty is everywhere. She's an okay character. I love her. Solar's dynamic. Awkward Gay is my beloved. They're fine, I guess. I don't really give a shit if they're dating or not. Like, they got together. I was just kind of like, okay, I guess. Was this hinted at? I didn't fucking know. I didn't notice it until they made it obvious. I'm so fucking sick of Monty though. Like, literally when Ruins Monty came back, I was like, just kill the bitch. Just kill him. I'm done. I'm done with him. I don't hate him as much now, but I still want him dead. You literally have Blood Moon as a character. Yeah, no, that's what I was talking about. Like, you have fucking Blood Moon as a character, and you're saying no blood. You have no weapons written in the rules unless it's a prop. Killer Sun. Blood Moon. Naxxus. How many more characters I gotta list for you to realize your characters have a lot of weapons? Also, you imply death so much in your show. No, you make people die in your show all the fucking time. I haven't summoned purely because of the titles. You missed all the lore drops. Cat Storm would be like, who summoned me, please? I would live in so much fear and fucking end stream if Cat showed up. Like, genuinely, I don't want Cat up my ass. I ship Solar with Rocky and no one can make me ship him with Nebula. Is that an OC? Is that an OC or is that somebody? I don't understand some of their rules, or their unclear rules at that point. I don't know. Maybe there's more to it. Killer Sun literally commented about graves. There's blood in the scenes! Guys! This is why posting on YouTube is my favorite thing. I can get away with so much shit. Also, the rule on fucking meme drawings is so stupid to me. The rule on meme drawings is so fucking dumb to me. I know you want to discourage tracing, like for meme art specifically, because nobody's crediting an original artist when it comes to memes because they're so thrown out into the open that it kind of lost its original source. But sometimes they're a little too fucking picky, because I was so mad when they took down one of my videos because of a meme, because of not even a full fucking meme redraw. I put Moon's hat and Sun's rays over an image. I didn't even redraw it. I just put it over there, and I got in trouble for that. What the fuck are you talking about? And they said I did it twice, and I'm just like, what do you mean I did it twice in the video? There's only one image. Everything else I drew myself. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh my fucking god. This server sometimes. Hi, we're getting mad about the server. The server's rules are kind of fucking stupid. You guys can see the video, like, literally here on YouTube. It's the Akage one. There's only one meme image, and I didn't even redraw the meme. I just put Sun's Raising Moon's hat on it. That's all I did. Monster guts. Please don't indoctrinate more people into the cult. Oh my god. No sense of it, thanks. They're indoctrinating people into the cult. I started shipping them because they're both dead, in fact. Wait, shipping who? Wait, shipping who? I missed things. Try to steer clear from the Discord and most of the fandom as much as I can. Too many people haven't touched grass in a while and it shows. Yeah. We're getting worked up over fucking names. I just draw my silly boys and fucking leave. If I get in trouble, I get in trouble at this point. I'm tired. Gotta be banned from typing 3 times tonight now. Are you literally an employee? What? The swearing one is stupid considering how much they swear in the show and off of the show. But whatever. Rocking Solar. Okay, thank you. Thank you for explaining. I genuinely didn't know. Where's my pen go? It's small blood, nothing crazy. I'm not at the age, but when I am, I'll make a Discord server thing. Chat, what did we say about the ages? Don't talk about them. Don't hint at them either. Let's keep quiet now. Don't talk about where you live, and don't talk about your ages. That's for everyone's safety. Hello. The bots have gotten me timed out. I am not an employee status in the server because I'm kind of more under Davis directly than Black Short. Ah, right, because that was the audition for the body actors, but I guess you kind of get into Sam's regardless because that's still Davis's work. Does that mean you would also work for Kat too? Because Kat was also Kat was also hiring at the same time. And on the application it was for both Kat and Davis. If your show has blood or whatever, you shouldn't make it a rule to not allow people to draw stuff like that. No personal info, sure, please. Yeah, don't share your personal info. Just reminding everyone. Nobody's done anything yet, it's just a reminder. Just be careful. I'd rather join the void. Guys, please. It's called internet safety, guys. We love internet safety here. Also, I just don't want to know your fucking ages. I have peace of mind not knowing if there are minors in here. Not that I'm gonna even talk about anything like fucking inappropriate, but like, as you can see, I swear a lot. And I talk about a lot of shit that's just opinionated. If I get a child that doesn't fucking understand that shit, I'm not saying every child, I'm just saying a child that doesn't understand that shit, it's gonna get fucking annoying for me. And everybody in chat. Like to avoid that as much as possible. Technically, I just I don't really join the Minecraft recordings because I'm busy on Saturdays during recording time, and Sundays I allow myself a day off. Huh. So you just kind of ended up working on Samson. What are scheduling? How does scheduling even work for the shows? You look past the weird stuff they post now. The lore on Roxanne Wolf and Gregory used to be hype. I wouldn't know, but the showrunners for Roxanne Wolf and Gregory seem nice. They seem like cool people. You know what's funny? I look at the other shows like live streams, and I'm just like, wow, everyone's so chill and polite, and like they're so nice. And then I go to Sam's, and it's just like, give me your money. Fuck, you guys are idiots. Stop asking stupid questions. Like, hello? And the fans just kind of take it, and I'm just like, what are we doing? It's nice that everybody wants to be nice to the creators, but at the same time, it's like, when does it reach the point where it feels like you as a fan are not being appreciated? And they have their, don't get me wrong, they do appreciate the fans, I know they do. But I don't know, sometimes they come off as dicks and they know that, but whatever. It rubs me the wrong way sometimes, but it only seems to be in live streams. Outside of it, it seems like with their own content and everything, they're a lot more chill. So, maybe it's just the anger of stupidity. It's like, just, I guess, people who are still new and everything, and they have to keep repeating themselves, which I can't blame them for. Again, I'm not Davis and Reed. This is all just speculation on my end. Ray could probably say something else on their account, I guess, but I've never talked to them directly, so I can't say. This is all speculation. Stop trying the cult. Stop trying to do a cult. Maybe emo with Nexus, please. Scheduling is each show twice a week, roughly. Having around 1.5 hour time frame when we start. It's so strange. The show is so strange. I think I made these ones too fucking... I made these ones too wide. A little better, I guess. I was like, I don't understand why Nebula Solar happened. I mean, it really didn't seem, it seemed rushed. There were signs. No, there were signs. If you look in past episodes, they made it really obvious that they were going to get together. I'm not going to say that they were subtle signs. I'm just going to say there were signs. It wasn't like they were trying to hide it. I knew they were going to get together, and as much as I don't care. I don't care. I'm too fucking jaded for this shit. But yeah, no, I fucking had my crash out over that. But that's just because of my rapid attachment to Solar. I was really mad. Not necessarily because I hate Nebula. I have nothing towards Nebula. She's fine. I think the red looks out of place now. Crash out. None of you were even there for the crash out. The fucking crash out I had was just so like fucking pathetic, honestly. Zach isn't here, but like Zach did mention last time that I fucking actually did crash out during that. I got mailed for Virgo's flat colors down. Fuck yeah! I'm so excited. Yeah, my fucking crash out for Solar was not fun. I don't think I've ever watched a vid that had Nebula in it. You're not missing anything. Genuinely, you're not missing shit. Do the boy chat. If anyone from the fandom being pissy about what you make, don't forget, guys, the block button is yes. Blocking has saved so much problems. Like, fucking man. I love the block button. It's amazing. Taking attendance right now. Say void if you are. Oh my goodness. I'm just disappointed now. I'm disappointed but not surprised.
Emotions changed, hitting up your fakes now. Even I told me not to go there. She got your face, she's on my type. I miss your face, you still hate mine. And look, I don't spin everything around me does. If there's one thing you remind me of, is that it's over now. I hope it goes south for you. Drown in a deep end, build you up just to break you down. It's over now. I hope it goes south for you. Drown in a deep end, build you up just to break you down.
Sorry, I'll look at the comments on it. I'll look at the chat in a second.
Build you up just to break you down. Yeah. Build you up just to break you down. Drown in the deep end, it's no call when you pull up cause you know the beeping. Love is just dumb and I'm in the deep end. You remember my flaws and know when to peeping. Even get thrown to me on a weekend. Baby, what if this phone ringing you and me in bed? Wasting your energy all over these things. Face it, you never get enough of these things.
There's the jelly one. Okay. I really love this boy for her. Our Pavetta!
Drown in a deep end, build you up just to break you down. It's over now. I hope it goes south for you. Drown in a deep end.
That's what you guys see when I redesign Eclipse. I mean, what? Who said that? Yeah, I was trying to go for, like, leaning towards the more orange colors with Eclipse. Sorry, not Eclipse, with Solar. I was trying to lean more towards orange colors with Solar. I thought it would fit a little bit more since, you know. I know this isn't the exact body that they use for the show, but I think it fits. Plus, it's a more fitting color scheme because it's blue. It's with blue and oranges, which actually do go together. I think I'm gonna make this a little more saturated.
Then I wouldn't have a shitty matching tattoo. And I should probably get it covered up soon. Cause every time I see it, it reminds me of you. And it makes
I like the grayer tone.
to forget. When you still live rent free in my head. So I tell myself, oh, I don't need your shit. And I deserve better than this. My head knows I
I need to get back to work, trust me. Ruin Monty animatic before the Eeps. Good luck with your animatic then. No, procrastinate, kids. Oh, wait, that reminds me. I didn't... Eclipse redesign? No? Who said that? I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Literally, some of y'all. I'm gonna be honest, the only time I actually remembered Solar was in a relationship was obviously when the episode titled The Fact That Moon, you both have partners to Monty and Solar. Oh yeah, no, I forget about it a lot too. Help, I think I made him a twink. I need to stop doing that. Bro, I don't know how to draw men that don't look like twinks. In case it wasn't obvious. Hate you anyways. Oh, I don't need your shit. And I deserve better I lost control of my hand.
But my heart can't help it. Cause you fucked me up. I hate your guts, but you're still stuck in my head. You broke me down, but
Hey, you guys want to see? Hold on.
But I guess that's love if it fucks you up.
Does this give you the brain tingles? Does putting freckles on him give you the brain tingles, guys? Because there's some reason people like adding freckles. He doesn't have any. But appease the brain tickles, you get to see it. Eclipse design are the best. I have my own too. I don't have an Eclipse design in all honesty. I only have the one Solar one. What layer is that on? Is that what's this one? Oh my god. Made a DCA OC for my friend and I somehow made my friend simp for him. I mean, hey. They're on my right hand, man, sketch. Okay. Freckles. Does that give you the brain tingles? No, I forgot about the whites in his eye. Hold on. Yeah.
I miss when you would text me all night, run through the park and we dance in the light. You look like the stars. Please don't leave my side.
It's cozy in your style. I want to hug him. Thank you. Yeah, the idea was that to keep him like more on the orange side because it's solar, so yeah. Ah. Seems like my words don't come out like I mean. Outside your apartment, I busted my knee. When you don't come around, talk to you through the dream. Mom said she saw something on the TV. It reminds her of me. It reminds her of me. I should whip out a clip to my clips if you want to see how I'm sure the server won't kill me for if not resembling Eclipse. If you're putting it in the OC one, then no, I don't think they care. There's enough like younger kids in there who make like recolored OCs, so it's like I don't think they really care. If that's what you're referring to. So if it looks like any of the characters in canon, I don't think they mind too much. I mean, fuck, I have my own DCA styled OC, so yeah, it's not really. You won't get in trouble, I believe. DC OC is like if Angel Dust and Eclipse had a child, you could say, huh? There he is, kids. I'm absolutely going to forget that there's another drawing on here. I feel like I made his arms too long, but you know what? We're just gonna fucking deal with it because that's not what this rep is for. Yay. He's done. I'm not even sure most of you saw this, but I did do something earlier with Socks version of these two. Their Daydream is very cute. Their relationship is very like soft and cute, and it's so cute. Precious babies. Alright, well, I think that's all I really needed to do for the most part. This was supposed to be a short stream. It's going on almost, well, initially it was gonna be a short stream. Now it's like 2:30, 2.5 hours, and then we're not gonna include the extra time I took to fucking try to set up the stream. So I'm gonna head off. Thank you everyone so much for joining me in this stream. I hope to see you all in the next one, and hopefully we can talk more